about 60, 70 people outside, and we had a bunch of weed, lots of weed going, lots of weed smoking, very nice celebration, very nice atmosphere. No one was arrested, which is always a win.
But were the NYPD creeping? What's your report on that? How are they acting?
There were 2 police present, but when we started smoking out at 4:20 p.m., then they were nowhere to be found.
Hey, Solomon, that's our experience in Jersey too. Usually about 4:19 on all of our events. At about 4:19, the police disappear, which is great, you know. And they don't see nothing, they don't hear nothing, they ain't got to arrest nobody.
That's the way it should be. I'm also sitting right here next to Dana Beals, the organizer of the New York City Cannabis Parade.
Yeah, so you guys are going to keep the party going, right, next weekend for the global marijuana march.
Other organizers today, I now principally work on Ibogaine, which is a cure for heroin addiction. But I keep involved with medical marijuana, and we are today picketing the district attorney because we want him to issue a one-sentence statement that it is not the policy of his office to prosecute the bona fide distribution of medical marijuana under appropriate circumstances to seriously ill patients. And this is so simple, but he will not do it. This was the policy under Robert Morgenthau, his predecessor. It was stated in court. So actually, we moved backward when the new guy came in. And we want to get that policy in writing, because had it been in writing, I would not have gone to prison in Nebraska and Wisconsin for 2 years for bringing medical marijuana to seriously ill patients in New York City.
Exactly. Hey, Dana.
We want to, we're willing to accept a compromise, which is that they prosecute the fellow that stole our building, the Yippee building, for perjury, for deed fraud, and directly lying to a judge. It's a terrible thing in this country that you have one law for seriously ill patients who have to live in fear, and white-collar criminals who destroyed our economy in 2008.
Dana.
Run off laugh into the bank.
Dana.
What's wrong here? It's like, why can't we have one justice for everybody?
I don't know. Hey, Dana.
So that is our issue here today.
Dana, you hear us?
Hey, Dana. Dana, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Dana, this is Ed Fortune, the New Jersey Weed Man. How are you? Welcome to the show.
What did you say?
I didn't catch that.
Oh, all right. I'll say it again. I said, Dana Beal, how are you? This is Ed Fortune. Welcome to the show, the New Jersey Weed Man.
Oh, Ed. Hiya, Ed.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm really glad to be on your show. I didn't realize it was you.
Oh, yes.
I understand you've been dogging Chris Christie.
Oh, yeah.
Power to you. Christie is a Nazi. We win for 2. What are these people doing running our country?
Yeah, there's no way we can have Chris Christie, man. I was trying to enlighten the whole country about Christie. Like, just say no. Hey, but to our listeners, a lot of people don't know who you are, but Dana Beal is one of them guys. He's been around since the 70s, advocating for the legalization
the 60s,
of Well, okay.
1967, first smoke-ins. Tompkins Park, first smoke-ins in the country.
There you go. Like Dana Beal's the grandfather of the marijuana movement in America.
Resisting creeping Nazism.
Word, man. We're so glad to have you on the show. You're coordinating the New Jersey Cannabis Parade that's coming up on Saturday. Can you tell our listeners more about it?
Well, it spread. It started with Rudolph Giuliani. I might point out that rhymes with Adolf Mussolini, another Nazi who was, decided he would ban our annual parade, which has been going for 26 years. So we took it worldwide with the Million Marijuana March, which morphed into the Millennium Marijuana March, which then became the 2001 Space Odyssey, which then became Liberation Day and the Global Marijuana March, and is now the Worldwide Marijuana March. And I might point out that in Buenos Aires, they will have 150,000 people in the street. Of course, it's also their harvest time.
Oh, yeah. The Million Marijuana March has turned into a great worldwide event, and you are the sole creditor of that, if you ask me. And sorry to hear about your building down there, the hippie building.
Well, it's a historic location. This is where we began the development of the Ibogaine cure for addiction. And I always like to point out, it was the potheads who came up with a cure for addiction, not the narcs.
Yeah,
right?
you know, Dana.
This guy is speaking some truth here.
Our fellow substance users, some of whom made bad choices, like crack cocaine and heroin and crystal meth. Now, I don't believe anybody should go to jail for drugs. I want to make that clear.
Here.
Hey, Dana.
Is in a whole different class. It's the safest therapeutically active substance known to man. It has multiple medical uses. It can be given without a doctor's supervision, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Hey, and Dana, your work with Ibogaine should go down in history too.
He's with a plan of what to do with the unemployed narcs after marijuana is legal.
What?
We can be nice.
And we want to send them to dig ditches to bring the water down to the San Joaquin Valley from the Canadian Rockies. I know that's a long ways, but most of these people have never done anything more strenuous than eating a donut while tapping your phone.
I'd be just as happy if they grew weed, though, grow some hemp. They probably make a lot more money, too.
Hey, Dana.
Yeah.
Can you tell our listeners where to meet up at in New York City this weekend for your rally?
Yes, 32nd and Broadway between 11 and 12:30, and among other people, we're going to have Kenny Tolia. We're going to have the famed Joe Barton from Freedom First Party. We're going to have a bunch of people speaking before the parade starts, so you should get there promptly at 11 o'clock for the street rally.
And that's right off of the Penn Station, right? If I'm not mistaken, 32nd and Broadway.
It's at Herald Square, Greeley Park.
Okay.
And does the parade end at
Penn Station?
Okay.
Dana? Does the parade end at Union Square Park or Washington Square? Which one is it?
No, we're marching to Union Square.
Union Square Park.
It's actually a traditional protest venue in New York City.
So I went to the Cannabis Parade last year,
everyone to come.
and it was really
There's
awesome.
a rumor, this is only a rumor that cannot be confirmed, that there's going to be free pot.
I like rumors like that. But hey,
I
Dana.
don't know how much to see, but I suggest you get there promptly at 11 in the morning because, every time I've ever seen free pot, it only lasts about 15 minutes.
That includes smoking it, though.
All right, Dana. Thanks for Dana.
If there is free pot, they'll have it for the whole event. But, they'll have it, they'll kind of smoke it with their friends.
Hey, Dana.
Everybody else bring their own pot.
Dana, we have to go. We want to thank you for being on our show, though. Thank you.
All right, Dana. Have a good one.
Dana, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, hey, we have to go. We have to move on. It's time to pay the bills. So, listen, hey, thanks a lot for calling in and enlightening our listeners to you.
Having us on. Can I just add like one last thing for me?
Go right ahead, Solomon.
Okay, I was just inside the courtrooms waiting for my court case to get heard. I heard so many people being arrested for minor weed charges. It's ridiculous. Like, seriously, I'd estimate half of the the charges that were read in court had to do with possession of weed. It is ridiculous that the war on drugs has basically replaced Jim Crow laws, and harassing blacks and Latinos, minorities, are the biggest victims right now. White people are, as a white person, I feel free to say this, white people are getting away with so much more in the marijuana racket than the blacks and Latinos. This is not just a war against people that smoke weed. This is a war against minorities.
Definitely, Solomon.
Yeah, and your statistics support that claim, and research does as well. So thank you for pointing that out.
Hey,
thanks.
Hey, Solomon.
So let's do this May 2nd. Let's make some noise. Let's smoke some weed. Let's get this stuff legalized, and let's stop having so many victims being created on a daily basis.
All right, Solomon. I'll see you there May 2nd, 32nd and Broadway. Thanks for calling in. Give Dana a big thank you for calling in as well. We'll talk to you very shortly.
Thank you so much.
All right, peace. Hello, caller. You're on Fully Baked Radio.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Who is this?
This is Lou Santiago from Cannabis Total Wellness.
Hey, Lou, how's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Can't complain. What made you call in today? Can you hear me?
Yes.
What made you call in today, Lou?
Well, actually, Neil asked me to call in to put my 2 cents in, but I haven't been hearing anything in the background. I didn't have my computer plugged in.
Oh, that sucks. Well, we're on air till 3 o'clock today, so definitely listen in. If you have anything that you want to call in and speak about, you have the number. And we'll be looking for your call.
Hey, tell us what you did on 420. Just curious.
What'd you do on 420? What'd you do on 420?
What did I do on 420, aside from try some new alternative delivery systems? Just did my share of plugging in and sharing a good message all over the place.
That'll work. Hey, where can we find you at? I heard you announce your location. What, you got a website? What's going on?
It's CannabisTotalWellness.com. We're just getting ready to announce a national marketing campaign offering folks the ability to become California patients.
I'm just curious.
We'll have all that information on the website, so if they plug into the website, they'll be able to find out how to get legal, safe access in a relatively short amount of time.
I'm just curious. Don't actually answer this question, but hypothetically speaking, since you're a California dispensary, I happen to be a California medical marijuana patient living in New Jersey. Hypothetically speaking, have you ever explored direct mail service? Mail service, not so much the U.S. mail, but
mail service, but what we do, what we offer as part of our service for patients, because I'm also a California patient, and for patients that legitimate patients that can't make the trip, that are not ambulatory or really just aren't comfortable with legally carrying their medicine across, which they can fly out of California with it. If they join our collective, we will, if they pass muster with us, we will deliver to them locally.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Okay, hey, that sounds real good. You should blast your contact information one more time. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people who are writing it down right now. Go for it.
Sure, it's Cannasense,